just wanted to go over one of the movements because it kind of embodies a lot of the things. Our body is a set of pumps, and so we want our qigong movements to get the pumps going. The name of the movement is, okay, first what we do is we're going to pull down the heavens, all the Chinese forms of names. We're going to breathe in. This is setting our mind for our practice. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this is called standing in a boat. The reason we go through this is it actually has most of the components of the other movements. First thing we do is we have 3 hearts in Chinese medicine. Your heart, which is beating. Second heart is your abdomen. What you should want to do is do abdominal breathing all the time. As you get older, our breathing comes up. Breathing up here. So we're just going to do 3 breaths. So breathe in. Your thumbs are in your navel. Breathe out. You're breathing in and out. Your lower abdomen is going out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, calm. We're massaging our internal organs and calming our vagus nerve. Just generally. Then breathe out. You want to do that. You want to practice that actually. So 100% of the time you're doing abdominal breathing, even when you're like standing in line, waiting to buy something, or just sitting in a chair, you should be doing abdominal breathing. That's one. The third heart is your calves. So normally we used to live on the plains. We used to run and pick up fruit and things. So our calves, they didn't become automatic. You actually have to move to get your third heart going. It pumps lymphatic fluid and waste out of your lower body, which allows nutrients to come in. The way we get it going is we're standing with our feet. Our weights, most of our weights in our heels, but our toes are also on the ground, and then we're going to go forward and up very slightly. We're not leaning forward. You don't want to fall over. You're kind of like coming up. Now your weight's on the balls of your feet and your toes. Breathe out, sink down. Now when you're doing this, you want your hips to be moving up and down, so you're engaging your lower body and your calves. So you're going to breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hips are rising slightly. Breathe out. Our knees are loose, so we're bending our knees very slightly, shifting away to the balls of our feet, sinking down, and all the while do abdominal breathing. Okay, one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. So the other thing we want to do when we're going up and down is, we come up, we want to slightly arch our back, pull our shoulder blades together. We're trying to massage our hearts and try to get energy flowing through our upper body. So we're going to slightly pull our shoulder blades together. We're not doing a big thing. Pull our shoulder blades together. And then we breathe out. When we sink down, we roll our pelvis under a bit. We're not going a lot, but we want the lower back to be flat. So we're breathing in. It's called our horseback. Breathe out. Hips going up and down. This is now getting energy to flow up our spinal cord. So we have a lot of this, little movements, breathing in and out that way. Okay. So that's standing in a boat. We're going to do it. The other thing we're going to do in standing, we do hand movements where our hands come up and down. This is, yes? Okay. Our technical crew says there's a problem. I'm going to have to run upstairs and see what's going on, so hold on. What's the problem? Okay, I'm back. Um, looked like in the control panel that no one was seeing anything that was going on. So hopefully, if you're seeing me, just type in. If you happen to be on the chat, hi, we're seeing Kurt, and we'll know everything's okay. Okay, we're going to start the lesson now. Doing the golden chi ball. The first one we want to do is, it's called shake the 9 gates. Our hands are loose. We want blood to go out to our extremities. As we get older, blood leaves our extremities and our toes. One of my teachers says, death starts in the big toe because that's the first place where energy and blood leave because it's the furthest from your heart. So we're trying to throw energy back out to our fingertips, get energy flowing out from our core. So this is the beginning. We're just shaking our hands loosely. The 9 gates, we're shaking the 9 gates. That's hip, knee, ankle, shoulder, elbow, and wrist, and upper, lower, and middle back. Now what we're going to do is going to shake the whole body. So my hands are still shaking. I'm not shaking my hands, I'm shaking my body. And so I'm slightly lifting, going back and forth. See my knees, I'm not bending low, but my knees are going, my shoulder, elbows, wrist, everything's really loose. Like I said, we're trying to open up our joint. So that's where energy gets stuck. So we want energy to flow freely through our body so we can take advantage of the rest of the class. Back and forth. It's really loose. And then if you're going up, you want if you were making a sound, you'd hear because you're lifting. If you're don't have balance concerns, you want to lift your heels a tiny bit off the floor and drop down. So we want our rib cage to be dropping, massaging our internal organs, warming up our internal organs. Just do another 1 or 2 seconds. We're going to come up, and throw the energy out to our fingertips. And you're going to breathe in, just relax. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so that was opening up our joints. Now the next one is the one we were doing. We're going to try to get all the pumps in our bodies going by doing standing on a boat. So you're coming up, hands are floating up. Your wrist, so there's a balloon attached to your wrist. Your elbows stay below. Your elbows come up first. See, your shoulders come up then, and then you stop energy from flowing. So we're coming up, breathe in. Now with your wrist, you're like pushing down a bar. Breathe out. Breathe in. Come up. Horseback. Heels slightly off the ground. Breathe out. Turtle back. Your back and lower back is straight. We want energy to be able to flow freely up. Our heads are straight, looking forward. We're moving our arms. Get the lymph glands. Give some in the armpits a chance to clear. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Shoulder blades go back slightly arches. Breathe out. Collarbones come forward. I'm exaggerating now just so you can see. Breathe in. There are some movements that we exaggerate these, but right now this is supposed to be very calming. We're doing our abdominal breathing. We're just feeling the energy flow up. Breathe out. We have our pelvis going up and down, so we're engaging the calves so we can get fluids flowing in and out of our lower body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. This one is very relaxing, so if you can learn this, you don't have to do the whole 10 movements of the form. You can just pick out 1 or 2, get up from your desk and do them for 3 to 5 minutes, or you can go through the whole form. So this is movement number 2, standing in a boat. Breathe out, 2 more breaths. Breathe in. breathe out, and breathe in, breathe out. The next one is very similar, but it's works more on the getting your heart massage. So the body's the same. You're coming up, you're shifting onto the balls of your feet, you're arching your back, and then you're coming back and you're sinking down. Your knees are moving up and down, so you're using your calves, getting that third heart going. But our arm is called Phoenix, ascends the flame. So our arms are coming up more, and we're pulling our shoulder ribs back more, and then breathe out. Put the collarbones together. So breathe in, breathe out. So we're actually massaging our rib cage, trying to get a little movement out of our rib cage. So we have the flexibility that allows us to breathe better. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll do two more. Breathe in. This is number 3. Phoenix ascends the flames. Breathe out. And then once again, your hands stay above. You don't want to bring your shoulders up. Your hands come up. You're doing abdominal breathing. Breathe out. You're trying to just get a lot of calm from doing it. All right. The next one is called Monkey Leaps from Tree. If you go on our website to the resource page, there's a book called Tai Chi A Tale. It's a comic book my son and I made together. If you read it, it has a little story. You follow the story through, and that reminds you of what the movements are. The next one is Monkey Leaps from Tree. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up. You're going to come up more, and then as your hands come up, you're going to drop down. So if you're worried, you don't have to, if you have worried about your balance, you can just come up and use your knees. Otherwise, you can come up and drop down. All right, and so you're leaning slightly forward like you're going out on a vine, taking a lot of breath. You're lifting your rib cage off your organs, and then what you're going to do is when you do this, you're going to breathe out, and what you're going to do is you're going to drop. Well, this is for your lungs, so you're lifting your rib cage, letting your lungs expand, and then when you do this, you drop your rib cage on, and you're trying to push out more air than usual out of your lungs, which means that gets rid of waste, but it means the next time you breathe, you can get more oxygen. So this is working on your lungs. So breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. So this is trying to get more oxygen flowing through your body. When you come up, you're actually, as an additional thing, when you drop down, your hands can hit right here. If you hit right here, that's your lung 1. It causes your lungs to twitch slightly, which means they push out even more air. We're trying to expand the amount of oxygen getting into your body. Breathe in. Do one more. Breathe in. Okay, in the book, the monkey leaps out of the tree, lands in the grass, and becomes a snake. The snake rises above the grass. Now we're going to work on our lower body. This is, remember, our lower body that strengthens our ankles, strengthens the main muscles, and it engages our calves, making sure we flush fluids out. So you're going to come down. Your feet should be about 2 shoulder widths apart. You're coming down. If this is your first time, you don't have to go really low. You're just going to come down. You're looking up, and then as you get down, it's like you're going to catch a ball. Look at the ball, and then when you come up and look up. So we're going down, looking straight. You're a snake. At the last minute, when you catch the ball, you look down, and then as you come up, so breathe in, breathe out. Just do 5. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. So your main thing here, you are leaning forward a bit, but the main thing is your pelvis has to be going up and down and you're bending your knees. This is a lower body movement. You're strengthening your lower body. You have to have a good solid base so you can stand like a mountain. Breathe out. Do one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. Now our feet are two lengths apart. In the book, the snake looks up, it sees the sun and the moon. It does something called embracing the sun and the moon. So it wraps itself around the sun and the moon. The way we do that first is we have a Tai Chi movement. Our feet are about one and a half shoulder widths apart. And we do what's called posting. Our toes are pointing forward. And we go till our hip, knee, and ankle are straight. Our body is moving. So we're not doing either this or this. Our body stays over the waist. So you're just going back and forth. See if you can see, I've got the line, my hips are staying on the same level. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to go to one side. You don't go over, you don't want to hurt your knee. So you stop. When your knee is over your foot, you stop. We want to protect our knees. So what we're going to do here, we're going to post and then we're going to turn. But once again, you don't turn your knee, you're going to hurt your knee. So you come, you post, and then you just turn your body, depending on your flexibility, but say toward the corner. Post to the other side, point to the corner. This is actually Tai Chi skill movement. Hip, knee, and ankle is a Tai Chi principle. Right now we're doing feet, waist, feet, waist, hands. Feet, waist, hands. So we're doing feet, waist, and then our hands are moving because our waist is moving. Right. Now the hard part. What we're going to do is our hands are going to go, we're going to post to one side, and then as we turn, just like we were doing, it's going to throw our hands up in the air. We're grabbing down, breathing out. So we're grabbing the sun, breathe out, getting the moon. So we're just turning, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, this is a Tai Chi movement, so we want to go slowly. In Tai Chi, you go slowly, so you learn where your body is. That gives you stability and balance. That's one of the reasons you move slowly. Try to relax. You know each second you have to be aware of where your body is. Plus, you're doing multiple things. You're moving your hands, moving your feet, turning your waist, but all in a controlled manner. So once again, you're learning more about where your body is. Plus, this is a good meditation one because you're breathing in, breathe out. Breathe in, this is embracing the sun and the moon. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, we'll do 2 more sets. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your knees are bent, but you want to be careful about the direction. You don't want to ever twist your knees. So this is all going forward, and then my body is twisting, but my knees aren't twisting when I do it. Okay, that's embrace the sun and the moon. The snake looks down, he sees a temple with seven roofs. So those are our 7 energy centers, our 7 chakra. What we do is now this is more like a meditation thing. We've been moving to learn where our body is, to get fluids moving through. What this is to get energy moving through. So we have our 7 chakras. So what we're going to do is we'll come up to center, and then as we breathe out, we're going to go through the chakra. It's called clearing the 7 energy centers. So you breathe in, and then you breathe out. You push out energy, trying to get energy going. So the first one, we'll just do 3 each one. The first chakra is in your groin. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. We're going up like in standing in a boat. We're coming up slightly, and then as we breathe out, we shift our weight down. So once again, we're engaged. We're not going up and down a lot, but enough to engage our calves so energy is flowing. Breathe in, breathe out. The next one's at your navel, so you're going to come up now. Breathe in, breathe out. Just relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We're trying to get the energy flowing through each of the chakras. They're like spinning discs. Now you're going to come up. It's in your solar plexus. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Those are the 3 lower centers that have to do with, keep maintaining our connection to the world. Now we're going to go. The center one is your heart. That splits the 7 chakras. So the chakra in the center is your heart. That's your emotional center, your emotional connection. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out. Clear the energy through your heart. Breathe in. Remember, we're doing abdominal breathing while you're doing this. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now the upper 3 are more your intellectual and spiritual areas. So you're going to come up. The next one's in your throat. Breathe out. That's where you communicate with people. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now the next one is in your third eye. That's where your emotions and your intellect merge and you have intuition. Breathe out. Want to develop that, connect through to the world through your intuition, which you've built up by your practices. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then the third one is just above your head. It's your connection with the spiritual world. So you come up and just go just slightly over your head. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, the next one is called Gather the Sun to make a pillow. What we're trying to do is we're trying to move our upper body. We want to open up our neck and let blood flow to our neck. And we're doing that by opening up the upper spine. So what we're going to do is you're going to come up, you're going to breathe in, your hands come up, they touch the edges of your ear, and you look up at the sun, breathing in, and then you look back forward straight, and as you breathe out, your elbows come together and your head goes down. So we're not bending over, we're doing this because we're trying to get the muscles in our neck and our upper spine moving. So blood and energy get to our brain. So we're breathing out. And you're going to open up again, breathe in. and you look straight forward, and your hands are going to get down, you breathe out, and they say you're straightening your long white beard. Okay, so you're going to breathe in. Breathe out. So there's gathering the clouds to make a pillow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, look up, open everything up. You're pulling your shoulder blades together. Once again, we're trying to massage the heart and build up a little bit of flexibility in our rib cage so we get more oxygen in. Breathe out. Squeeze you want, if you can, you have your elbows come together so that it stretches out the back, the upper back. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to do one more. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out. Breathe in. We want energy flowing through the spine to our brain, obviously. Breathe out. Okay, so now we fell asleep and we go into a fetal position. And so the next one is called, returning to fetal position. So this is working on the lower back. So we are going to bend over and we are going to round our back. So I'll do it from the side to start with. So your feet are 1/2 to 2 shoulder widths apart, and you're going to bend down. Basically, you're going to bend down and you're going to breathe in like you're in a fetal position. So you're going to breathe in. So we're basically going to do this. Breathe in, breathe out. And this one, we're trying to work the lower back. So be careful. If you have any back problems, you have to alter all the movements to conform to where your body is. Or if it's the first time you're doing it, you don't have to get as low. You can just be going up and down. This is true for all of the movements. You have to make it so that they conform to your body, and then you do them, and then over time, hopefully, it expands the capabilities of your body. So here, what we're going to do is, so we're coming here. We're starting in fetal position. I'll do it from the side once, and we'll do it straight. So we're in fetal position. We breathe in, our hands come in, and we unzip our jacket. And then our hands come around. They go onto our kidneys, and then as we breathe out, they slide down, and we're back in fetal position. So we're breathing in, we're unzipping our jacket, like doing the breaststroke. See, once again, we're doing the whole turtleback, horseback thing to get energy, oxygen flowing, and then we're going to breathe out. So from the front, here we are. You're coming up, breathing in. Unzip your jacket. If you have enough flexibility, the back of your hand should come together. This is stretching your upper back. Color shoulder blades together, massaging our hearts. First, we touch the kidneys, so we're trying to activate, massage our kidneys, and then we come across. We rub just below the ribs. That's called liver 14. So we're trying to massage our internal organs. At the same time, we're dropping down to get our calves, our lower body strengthened, and our calves engaged to get rid of the old lymphatic fluid out of our lower body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once again, you can go on the site and you can learn these individual movements. We're basically just going through the form today. Breathe in. Breathe out. And the last one is, it's called the microcosmic circuit. This is a Taoist energy. The other energy, the 7 energy centers, that's a Hindu energy system. This one is you have your upper, lower, and middle like energy centers. What you're going to do is got a ball. You're holding the ball. It's going to go through your navel, come out on your back, roll it up the back over to the top of your head, to your tongue, your upper palate, and then as you breathe out, you go from your palate back down below your navel. So Breathing in, we're doing our horseback. That's why it's very important. Coming up, breathing in, breathe out. This is called the microcosmic circuit. Breathe in, we're getting energy to circulate through our upper body, going up our spine, through our brain, up to the top of our mouth, and then we breathe out. That's where the meridians go in your body, and they go, you go back to your abdomen. So breathe in, breathe out. This is obviously a good meditation. When you often do this sitting down, you just visualize, you don't use your hands. Visualize the energy coming up the top of your mouth. Your tongue should be at the top of your mouth, and as you breathe out, your tongue drops down. Breathe in, tongue up. Breathe out. Breathe in, tongue up. We'll do 2 more. When you get to your tongue drops down. You breathe out, relax your shoulder, and have the energy go back down. And then we're going to push it through our abdomen. Come up, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so that set, it's like I said, it's on the site. You can go do it and also read the book so you can remember the moves. That's called, the golden she ball form. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to pull down the heavens. Now we're leaving our practice, and so we're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in,